Welcome to Tony's Table Tennis Talk. A goal serve is an underspin serve where after bouncing on the opponent's side of the table, the ball will bounce back towards you. This is possible due to the amount of underspin on the ball. Here is an example. Today's episode, we are going to talk about a recent elementary school tournament in China where a young kid used a goal serve against his opponent. Okay, so you may have a question, is this allowed? The answer is yes, these kind of serves is allowed. However, I would like to look a bit deeper in this serve and maybe a few things that the umpire may have missed, and we will discuss a bit more of the serve after the slow motion replay. Okay, here we can see the player getting ready to serve. He's about to toss, and yeah, let's just pause here. So his hand is actually now below the table. This is not allowed. So this is something the umpire has missed. Next, I like to have a look at the height of the toss. You can see that's probably the point where the ball is about to leave the palm, and then that's probably the highest point before the ball stops dropping. So this is a comparison between the ball leaving and the ball dropping down. So this is the total height of the toss. To me, this isn't high enough. The rule states it needs to be 16 centimeters. To give you an example, the height of the net is 16 centimeters. So you can compare to see if this is within or exceed 16 centimeters. So this is possibly another point that the umpire may have missed. Next, I'd like to talk about contact points. So now you can see the ball stepping down. It's about near parallel to the height of the table, and the player is striking the ball with a racket that is basically parallel to the horizontal line of the table. So this is actually a very, very good technique. His height may assist him with striking the ball so low down, just basically beyond the height of the table. So for him to be able to strike it in that position and to generate heavier underspin is indeed something to compliment him about. So next is to talk about the pros and cons. So obviously the player does have two things to work about: his toss, basically, and the height of the toss. If he can fix that from a coaching perspective and his technical abilities to generate that serve, does make him win points. It is within the law of table tennis. A big part of this is obviously his opponent is not tall enough to be able to reach that short serve. So in a year or two, when that same opponent grows taller, maybe the serve will then won't be a direct point winner. Then the next thing is sportsmanship. In this example, the opponent was obviously left in tears as he had no solution. But then, from this player's coach or parents' point of view, maybe winning is everything. To me, this is no different as a coach trying to use pimple out rubbers to get kids to start winning points at a young age. Because at that young age, the opponents may not have the skills or the power to actually return those balls. But the moment when the opponent becomes older, the balls will start getting back. So I have seen a lot of coaches use that kind of method to find tricks or strategies to let the kids win. So no matter if it's a goal serve or easy ways to get that point, the ball is not coming back, you get a point. But that is basically a short-term game and a long-term loss because you are not developing the kid to be complete. So within a few years, when the kid gets older, the ball starts getting back and the kid will not know how to play anymore because it's no longer an easy win. One serve and you win. So they will start struggling, and then that will cause a major obstacle ahead. Obviously, there's so much things we can talk about, We can talk about the sportsmanship. We can talk about development. We can talk about having sympathy for your opponents. So yeah, please let me know what you guys think in terms of what I've listed or maybe things I've left out. So please do share your comments below. All right, that concludes today's episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.